The MVP of the W is clearly Asia Wilson, and it's no debate. I do want to highlight that discourse and the stands and the people that want to debate whether Asia is in a conversation or if Caitlin Clark is in a conversation. I believe that all of these people are helping the W be pushed forward. But this year is not the year to have debate around the MVP award. It's clearly Asia. She is clearly the best player in the league and the best player in the world. And to have a debate or put anybody in the conversation, even if they're a great player, it's delusional. It's disrespectful. This video is to highlight Asia Wilson, so I don't want to harp on anybody or any other player too much. So I'm going to start by saying I respect all the people that people want to put in the conversation. I respect Caitlin Clark. What she's doing is great for the league and it's great for her team. If Asia wasn't Asia and if Asia wasn't clearly the MVP, I would understand why she's in the conversation. But this year, nobody is even close to Asia. It's not close. The gap is too wide. The case is closed. And not only is the case closed for MVP, but it's also closed for Defensive Player of the Year. She does it on both sides. And that's why I have a problem with ESPN and Stephen A. trying to push this agenda of putting Caitlin Clark into the MVP conversation. She's clearly the Rookie of the Year. She's clearly a great player. But is she a part of the conversation for MVP? No. No. Nobody is. Nobody is. And my problem is not with Caitlin Clark. My problem is with Stephen A. and ESPN. Because the only time these people find a way to speak about Asia Wilson and her greatness, or speak about any other player in the W outside of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, is when they try to put Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese in conversations that they shouldn't be a part of. Caitlin Clark is not a part of the MVP conversation. And like I said, it's no disrespect to her. She's a great player. And she's helping her team a lot. And helping the league a lot. But she's nowhere near Asia Wilson. Nowhere near. And that's why I don't fuck with Stephen A. What Stephen A. and ESPN is doing by putting other people into the conversation is disrespectful. Because Asia Wilson should have her own talking block for MVP. Do you see what she's doing? If you don't see what she's doing, watch this. Oh, and you think that it just stops with offense. No, it doesn't. She's a lockdown defender. She clearly is great on the offensive side, right? You've seen it. Now, look at the defensive side. And if that isn't enough to prove to you that she's great on offense and great on defense, listen to one of the greatest players of all time in the W. Listen to what they say about her.
I mean, look, there's been some amazing players in our league. I mean, what she's doing right now is just unthinkable. How well she's playing on both ends. She's just, she's unguardable. You guys look at her as a post, I look at her as a guard. It's not like she's posting up. Everything's face up, jab steps. I believe she's making threes now, which, crazy. Good luck for the next 10 years for this league. if she's making threes.
Maybe Diana Taurasi is not enough to prove to you that she's clearly the leader in this league. She's clearly the face of this league. Not only is Diana Taurasi saying that Asia is Asia and Asia is the MVP, and what Asia is doing right now is unstoppable. Listen to what Kennedy Carter, a dog in this league, says about Asia Wilson.
Mentioned Asia, she's not having as much success in the second half as she did in the first half.
Wilson, she's the MVP for a reason.
Asia Wilson is clearly the MVP. And not only is she the MVP, she's the Defensive Player of the Year. That's the conversation that Stephen A. and ESPN should be talking about. They shouldn't even be talking about Asia Wilson and what she's doing in the W next to anybody. Not next to Nafisa Collier, who is a part of the top team in the league. Not next to Breanna Stewart, who is a part of the top team in the league. Nobody should be named next to Asia Wilson. This year, she's clearly better than them all. She's averaging 27 and 12 rebounds. She leads her team in everything except for assists. She's either 1 or 2 in every category of the NBA stats except for assists. And you are trying to put other people in this race? You're trying to say that other people are in the conversation? It's delusion. It's cap. It's bullshit. And if you didn't know that it was cap, delusion, or bullshit, I'm going to be the one to tell you. Asia Wilson is the greatest player in the league right now. Asia Wilson is the best player in the league right now. She's the face of the league. So I showed you her highlights on offense, her highlights on defense. I showed you Diana Taurasi, one of the greatest ever. Talk about her. I showed you Kennedy Carter, a dog, talk about her. Did I show you her teammates talking about her? Listen to what Kate Martin has to say about Asia Wilson.
I'm sitting next to the best player in the world. And not only is she the best player in the world, she's the best leader I've ever been around. So when you asked that question earlier about her leadership or whoever it was on Zoom, she brings people together, and she has so much confidence in every single person on our team, and that just builds up our locker room so much.
The problem isn't that the people in the W don't know that Asia Wilson is clearly the number one. The problem is that ESPN, the people that are supposed to be giving the narratives to the casuals, they are doing Asia Wilson a disservice. And don't get me wrong, Stephen A. Smith said Asia Wilson is the MVP. And what she's doing is great. But he said it in passing. He said it in passing to say somebody else is in the conversation. What is this nigga talking about? You don't talk about the MVP, the best player in the world, the face of the league. You don't talk about them in passing to uplift somebody else. You put respect on Asia's name. You talk about her by herself. You talk about how she is not only doing it on offense, but defense. Not only is she the MVP, she is the Defensive Player of the Year. Clearly. You talk about how every year she adds something to her game. Like Diana Taurasi said, do y'all see that she's adding a three-point shot to her game? What are y'all going to do with her with a three-point shot? Like Diana Taurasi said, people are categorizing her as a post player. Every highlight that I showed you, she is doing it face up. She's doing it face to the basket, not backing down. She's doing it handles, mid-range shots. She's clearly the best player of the league. She's clearly the MVP of the league. She's clearly the Defensive Player of the league. And she brings it every night. Every night. And it's so normal to her that she was asked, have you ever had an out-of-body experience where you just in awe about what you're doing? She said, not yet.
But am I doing what I need to do to help my teammates get a win? That's my biggest thing. How can I be productive on both sides of the basketball? So I don't think I've had my out-of-body experience yet. But it'll be cool if I had one.
Can't wait for that night.
I know, right? That's what I'm just saying. But no, I just honestly just take what the defense gives me and I just have fun in it.
She said that after scoring 40. So if she ain't have an out-of-body experience from scoring 40 in almost a 40-20 game, what will be the out-of-body experience? When she scores 70? Don't let Asia ever score nowhere near 60. Don't let her do it, because she's going to take everybody off the table. It's going to be no conversation for greatest player of all time. You're lucky right now that it's a debate. And what's even crazier is that I love Breonna Stewart, right? But she didn't deserve that MVP last year. They played great, but she didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve it more than Asia. Asia should have been the MVP last year. And since a motherfucker thought it was smart to vote her for 4th place in MVP, what did she do the next year? She's damn near averaging 30 and 12 points. And y'all trying to put anybody in the conversation is blasphemous. It's bullshit. It's cap. Stephen A. Smith, ESPN. That is why Monica McNutt smoked Stephen A.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you would not talk about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
He could have been talking about other people in the W, but he didn't. He waited for Caitlin Clark to come in, and Caitlin Clark is a great player. And I want people to understand, the discourse of even putting other people in the debate, it's helpful to the league. It makes the casual be like, what's going on? Let me watch the game. So I'm not saying what Stephen A. is doing is not helpful, or just talking about the league in general is not helpful. I'm saying that when it comes to somebody that is carrying a team and really carrying the league, because she's clearly the best player in the league, you don't talk about her next to nobody. You give her the respect of talking about her by herself. And Asia Wilson is not an add-on to somebody else's greatness. Asia Wilson's greatness should be talked about by itself, especially when it's clear that she's the best player. It's clear. Everybody knows it in the W. Everybody that really watches the W knows it. The only people that don't know it and don't respect it are casual fans, and clearly ESPN and Stephen A. Because Asia Wilson been smoking all year, and I haven't seen or heard her have her own segment where it's giving Asia Wilson the flowers and saying, yo, I know what Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese or any of the players that you like, I know what they're doing. They're playing great. But there's this woman that graduated from South Carolina that is a 2-time champion, a 2-time MVP, that is a 2-time offensive player in the league, and is now the face of the Las Vegas Aces and the face of the league. She shouldn't be talked about near no one. No one currently in this league is breathing the same air that Asia Wilson is breathing. Nobody should be in a conversation with her. The discourse, the back and forth, even the niggas that's going extreme, like the people that are going extreme on Cheryl Swoops for Caitlin Clark. All of these people are helpful. I want you to understand, the W needs people to talk about it. Whether it's bad comments, whether it's good comments, whether people are just being stands for the players that they love. Everything is good. It helps the W as a whole because it gets the casual to come and say, what is going on? Why are they saying this? So it gets them to tune in. So all of it is helpful. Now, to get out of the obvious, because that's clear. It's obvious. All of that helps. All of that is good. Even the bad is good. It helps market the W. Now, to get out of that, the obvious, what needs to be obvious as well is that no person in the W should be in the same conversation, same sentence, same picture frame, same anything as the greatest player in the W right now, the best player in the W right now, Asia Wilson. Thank you for watching. It's Tony from the It's Tony podcast. Today is day 33 of posting every day on YouTube until my YouTube channel blows up. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you got the clear picture that Asia Wilson is like no other. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you got that Tony is not like no other channel. He's great. This is a great channel. Make sure you tell a friend, and I'll see y'all next time.